Hey everybody, this is your boy, the host with the most, but humble, and I do mean humble, the Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Friday to give you the hungry, happy, healthy people here at Wrestlekram, of course, the Axe Wrestle Talk Show. Yay! Yay! Yes, if you're watching it today, you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it next week, please enjoy. Please enjoy, you guys. I got a lot of questions, so I'm going to get into it, but before I do that, do not forget Sundays. Soon as I wake up, I put the new feed on the community tab. You can have great fun with that. Try to stump your boy. Have a great time as well with the community. With me putting it on the community tab and you putting your information, not your information, but your questions on there. Okay. Thank y'all so much. From the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins, I truly, truly do thank you for allowing me to put this brand new show on, and hopefully you laugh about it because I think it's the funniest thing that I do on my favorite one to do of the week. So let's get it on. Let's get it popping. Let's get it crocking like a ding dong. Okay. Mitch does it has he has a first one. Now, it's not really a question. It's a comment. It says, "Have you checked out Wrestle Park's YouTube channel? The videos are funny. Please check them out. Watch the video with Logan Paul and Triple H in the interview format. I was dying." Okay, so I did check it out. It's pretty good. It's pretty hilarious. Lots of fun editing with that situation. Y'all go check out Wrestle Park. If you like it, subscribe to them. I think they were pretty good, pretty spot on as well with that situation. So great job. Thank you, Mitch does it with that one. After that, I have Mr. Green 2853. The women's tag division looks way better. Why do you think this has happened? I think it happened because right after we get the situation between Mercedes Monet and Fatu, Tiffany Fatu, they were like, you know what? We're not going to get the highest of highs like we used to, and they are one of the highest rated tag team champions, other than I think it was Sasha and Mercedes Monet now and Bailey. I mean, you have two now. I think will be has to be two of the best champions in the company coming together to face just jobbers, pretty much my suggestion. So they looked at that, they looked at the recipe, they was like, you know what, we can redo this the way that we can. And I think they're doing a great job due to the fact that, we have more tag teams, we have more organically building female tag teams. I remember back a long time ago when Mick Foley was the GM, and they did this situation with Sheamus and Cesaro, or Claudio Castagnoli, and they had a I think it was best of seven series, and then after that they became a tag team, and they organically built up to be a tag team, and it built up to be a really great tag team in the bar. So I think with this situation, we're going to get a better situation of what happened with the bar, and a combination of the Sasha Banks, Mercedes Monet, and Tiffany Fatu. I think we're going to get that situation that was really, really good at one time. Now, who I think will win this tournament, I don't know. I would love to see somebody brand new, fresh, to get those titles and run with them for a while. I would love to see. Matter of fact, if I had to choose anybody, let Tiffany Green, Chelsea Green, and Sonya Deville run with those titles. I mean, not a dominant a heel, but like a very janky heel team, like one of my favorite tag teams as of right now, Pretty Deadly. But have that like a type of feel with those, and have them run for 6 months. I mean, or at least until SummerSlam. I keep running into SummerSlam because that's the biggest one that we have as of right now. So that's why I think that the tag team division is looking really, really good. Mitch does it. Who would win in a match between Cesaro and Gunther? That's a great match. Great matchup. Now, are we talking Cesaro as in Claudio Castagnoli, or the ROH champion, or are we talking about just regular Cesaro from WWE? If that was the case, Gunther would destroy Cesaro because he was a glorified jobber. That is what it is. That was a glorified jobber. Gunther is ahead of everybody as of right now when it comes to that Intercontinental title, and he's a great wrestler. Now, let's go into the future where we have Claudio Castagnoli, the one that we have right now in the Blackpool Combat Club, being the dominant Ring of Honor champion versus Gunther. This would be a really good match, and I promise you, I would choose Claudio Castagnoli. I would choose that one over the jobber Cesaro. So if I had to choose Gunther and Cesaro, WWE, Gunther would destroy that dude. But it would be a classic match if it was Claudio versus Gunther. Great question. Thank you so much for that question. Funny. Another versus. Who would win a match? Seth Rollins. I'm guessing you're saying Seth freaking Rollins, Jerry. That's Jerry, my little brother Jerry. Seth freaking Rollins versus Bret. I'm sorry, you guys. Bret the Hitman Hart is in my Mount Rushmore. Seth freaking Rollins not even sniffing as of right now the Mount Rushmore. Bret Hart would beat pretty much anybody that you give me. So stop putting Bret in the mix. Prime Bret, we're talking about 1993 Bret the Hitman Hart. No. Prime Bret would destroy Seth freaking Rollins. It would be a really good match, but the master of tactician, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, Bret Hart would destroy Seth freaking Rollins. And don't put a title into that mix as well, because I think Bret would destroy him. It would be a really great match, but Bret is just way more superior when it came to all of his tactician, his submissions. Great spot man as well. So Bret Hart would win against Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is really good. Hands down, Seth Rollins is good. But he still has a huge ladder to climb when it comes to Bret the Hitman Hart. I mean, once again, Bret is in my Mount Rushmore of great wrestlers. So, no, I'm just, and Seth is not in there. Seth is probably my top 20. So, top 20 to Mount Rushmore, no, not even comparing them. I love Bret. I'm a huge Bret Hart fan. Thank you so much for that question, Jerry. Thank you so much for that. Black Star Boy 16. He asks, with Jinder Mahal and the new faction being a powerhouse already, would you give Jinder another shot at the title run? Yes, I liked it the first title run. I don't care what anybody say. Y'all can shit on me all you want. Jinder Mahal was a pretty good. I said wrestler. He was not a good wrestler, but he was really good on the mic. He put himself into a championship position that was really good. I really enjoyed Jinder being the champion out of nowhere, beating a Hall of Famer like Randy Orton on his first title defense in Backlash, and he beats him. I mean, I've seen it live, you guys, and when I tell you that the entire arena was quiet, it was quiet. It was like a basketball playoff game, and the home team is losing, and they lost off of a three-pointer, buzzer beater. That's how crazy this win was, and it was so good. I love the Punjabi prison match. Hopefully we get that back sometime soon. Sangha and Veer Mahan, they are really good. I would love all three of them to have titles of themselves eventually. Him going to NXT did a great job on the character of Jinder Mahal, hands down. I think that was really good. I would love to see right now Jinder Mahal become be the next world champion after whoever gets it. Let Jinder versus Seth freaking Rollins run at SummerSlam and have Jinder win that title and go throughout until WrestleMania, where he drops it. But I would think that would be a really great thing for him to be in that run, because now he has a arsenal of moves now. So I would like to see Jinder Mahal win that title. Thank you so much, Black Star Boy 16. You got me hype on that one. I love Jinder Mahal. I'm a huge Jinder Mahal fan. So, Laurel, can you see CM Punk getting one more AEW championship run? Can I see it now? No. I don't see it now. He is too much injury prone for him to become a world champion. We've only seen interim champions through CM Punk, and he does something crazy like jump into a mosh pit and breaks his foot. Have a entirely crazy match with Jon Moxley and tear his quad. Or his tricep. Now, I don't know what we can do with this situation. Can I see it now? No. I would like to see CM Punk try to get a lot of people over as of right now. Eventually becoming the world champion in about 6 months to a year, but I don't see it right now. I want to see him just do his thing, get on the mic, have a great time, and try to mend those fences in AEW as of right now. His goal absolutely now, would be to mend fences and make money for the company. That's all he needs to focus on now. Having a title, any type of title, should not even be in his vocabulary until like another year from now. So that's my suggestion with CM Punk. And once again, you're talking to another person that's on my Mount Rushmore. CM Punk is on my Mount Rushmore, but once again, he is not deserving of any type of championship run right now. I think it's time for the younger people, the homegrown people, to become champion. MJF, I think the next person should be Darby Allin. So that or Swerve. I would love to have Swerve in that, have a world title run. But right now, no. CM Punk, no. And I love CM Punk. Thank you so much. Great question, Laurel. Thank you so much for that. Mr. Green 2853. Do you think CM Punk now is the problem, or is Tony Khan a good leader of the company? That's a loaded question. That's a loaded question. If I ever wanted to be a CEO of a company, it would be kind of like a Tony Khan type of situation. But the thing is, we cater to one person, and just like what Eric Bischoff said, we are catering to one person to keep the company afloat. CM Punk's been gone for almost 9 months, you guys. So, and they've been doing okay without him. No disrespect. Once again, CM Punk is the only person to get John Cena a 5-star match. And I love John Cena, but John Cena matches aren't that good. You know what I'm saying? So, he's the only person to give people 5-star matches. I mean, come on. So, but the thing is, you can't just keep doing, okay. Everybody, if you don't know what the definition of insanity is, pause and look it up. After that, I will let you know. But the crazy thing about everything is trying to continue to do the exact same thing and expect different results or whatnot. It's not going to happen. I think Punk is never going to change. I think that Ace Steel is probably going to bite another person. I think the elite is just going to continue to hate on this man, even though a lot of what his demands aren't really that crazy. But we get these situations where the dirt sheets and Dave Meltzer and Wrestle Talk and Cultaholic and WrestleZone, those places are really fun, but we get so much information from that it seems like it's a head scratcher. Is some of this stuff true? Is some of it's not? Yes, I think Tony Khan is a pretty good leader. It's just that I think some of the people that are in his ear aren't the best people to be giving these type of billion-dollar or multi-million-dollar decisions. Some of the stuff he's had done is correct. I think of more like a Vince Russo type of situation where when he was in the Attitude Era, he had a filter. And his filter was Vince McMahon. So some of the stuff that he was giving out or trying to give some type of information for, it was a whole bunch of dog shit. It was really bad sometimes. So I think that with the thing is with Tony Khan, I think that he doesn't have a filter. He doesn't have a real number two. We keep hearing about this young lady. I forgot her name, but her. I don't think she's a real number two, and we really need like a competitive number two to have that type of power to help Tony Khan become even a better leader. I'm not a huge fan of Vince McMahon, but Vince McMahon got stuff done. And the reason why he got stuff done because people respected him. And I don't think a lot of people in the company respects Tony Khan, especially CM Punk. So we need some type of equilibrium or whatnot. We need that. But great question. I think it was great question. Okay. Mr. Green. Another Mr. Green question. In the NXT women's division right now, who can you see to who can be instant champion if let me reread that. I'm sorry. In the NXT women's division right now, who can be an instant champion if they did a if they was sent to the main roster, as in if who can beat Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley right now? That's a great question. Oh, that's a loaded question. The two people that I can think of as of right now that can beat Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley coming from the NXT roster as of right now, I really love Tiffany Stratton. I love Tiffany Stratton a lot. I see a lot of potential with Tiffany Stratton and Cora Jade. Those two, I think, can really do a great job coming into the main roster and putting their own stamp into their own name. Those two are the most fully developed characters in NXT, and they are really, really good. I see so much in Tiffany Stratton. Like, it's crazy. If she doesn't win tomorrow, I will be lost for her not to have that title, because she should be like a year-long champion with the awesomeness that she has. Huge fan of Tiffany Stratton. But Tiffany Stratton and Cora Jade, those two. Great question. Thank you so much for that question. After that, we got Dragon Hunter XD. Who do you think will become the next AEW champion, and who would you like to be the NXT? So this is a two-parter. Who do I think will be the next AEW champion? I think it's going to be Adam Cole. I think after this non-sanctioned match, he's going to go for the title. He has to go for that title. I think that he's going to be the one to take that title off of MJF. Who I want to be the next champion, I've already said that. It would have to be like Swerve. I would love Swerve to be the champion. I would love to see Powerhouse Hobbs become face, get away from QTV. Have him run with that title. Yes, I said two black people. Yes, I'm sorry. There are no top black people on the card, so I'm gonna call for the black people. Okay, Swerve Strickland has been doing really great work, and Powerhouse Hobbs did a great job as being the TNT champion. I would love to see Keith Lee, because he's the only person in this group that is a face. I would love Keith Lee to get a title run. We have not even seen a black person main event any of these. It is 3 years. This is 3 years of AEW. I have not seen a black person even main event a pay-per-view. That's how pissed off I am about this situation. So there's a lot of stuff that's not going on that I'm not feeling about AEW, especially the black people not main eventing. I mean, it is what it is. Let's call a spade, you guys. If you look at any of the shows, any show, there's not been a black person to main event for a world title. So I mean, let's all be real. So yes, Swerve, out of all the people, I would love Swerve to get that title. After Swerve, I would love Powerhouse Hobbs to get that title. But and number 3, it would be Keith Lee. That's who I would love to get that title, but the way it's looking, I think that Adam Cole will probably get that title, which isn't a bad thing because I'm a huge fan of Adam Cole, but I'm just saying there's not been a black person to main event a pay-per-view. Just think about that. Just saying. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Dragon Hunter XD, for that question. I have a question from Nike Only. Is Cody Rhodes set to lose to Brock Lesnar? And do you think Cody has lost momentum coming out of his loss to Roman Reigns after WrestleMania? Great question. Thank you, Only Nike. I will say this. I am getting sick and tired of Cody Rhodes. I'm sorry. I'm kind of almost Cody Rhodes out. He comes out, he does a great promo. But I'm getting tired of the fact that now we have to do the John Cena Rock thing again, where, John Cena challenged The Rock a year out, and now we have to see it again. We know what the main event is going to be at the next WrestleMania. So we now know that Cody Rhodes does not want that world title. He doesn't want the secondary title. He wants to go after Roman Reigns. So we know for a fact that Cody is going to be Cody versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Now, we do know there's going to be trials and tribulations and bumps in the road with, of course, now number one contender, which is Brock Lesnar, which, spoiler, I did say that Brock was going to destroy Cody Rhodes. Go check out, I just posted it. Go check out my prediction of Night of Champions. Don't forget to go check that out. But I did say that Cody Rhodes is going to get destroyed this go around in Saudi Arabia at Night of Champions. I do see that. Do I see it stale? Yes, I do see the staleness in it. So this is my fantasy booking. I would give Cody Rhodes a month off. Just get after Brock Lesnar destroys Cody Rhodes. I want Brock to win the Money in the Bank, or attempt to win the Money in the Bank. That's not even a month. That's like 3 weeks. So give Cody 3 weeks off. You don't see him. We don't know what happened to Cody. Brock is he's entered into the Money in the Bank. He almost wins. They do the Mustafa Ali type of situation, but instead of Brock, it is Cody. Cody comes out and breaks and makes Brock not get the title. And they start the feud all over again, ending in a last man standing match at SummerSlam. That's my prediction for that situation. But yeah, Cody is just we had the Cody fatigue even in AEW. I think with him giving he could never go for the AEW title after losing against I think it was Chris Jericho. So it was just really bad when that fell apart and he could never go for that title again. Yeah, that sucked. But yeah, great question. Thank you so much for that question. Only Nike, I think that was a great question. L'Oreal, SmackDown is looking like they got truly the rough end of the draft. What can you see that can fix this issue? Number one. I will, and I'm gonna give out my things. Number one, the people who have titles, they can be a part of the said their own respective brands. But if they have a title, it kind of puts a contract on where you can go to each and every brand, because I mean it's going to get to a point where Austin Theory is not going to have any more contenders to face. On the other end, the Raw is a 3-hour show, so of course they're going to get more draft picks, and they're going to get more people to come on to that show. So it's going to happen. It's going to be a point where Austin Theory should go to Raw and try to compete with somebody on Raw. Number two, get rid of the third hour. The third hour is not only killing the Raw brand, but it is destroying the SmackDown brand due to the fact of the roster being bloated. The roster is bloated on the Raw side because you have 3 hours and you're still not even utilizing the people that you just drafted. So it's pointless to have the third hour and you're still not even utilizing it to bring people in that are brand new. I mean, or Sheldon Benjamin is still not shown. I mean, it's just wild to me that you do not know how to utilize this third hour. Um, number three. Eventually, we need to take those titles off of Roman Reigns. Take those titles off of Roman Reigns. Have somebody be the undisputed champion and can go to both brands. That would work out with this stupid a world title, which is a secondary title. Get rid of that title altogether so you can have just one champion. So you won't have champion A and champion B. Also, one more thing that I can say that would help: more factions. That's more than 3 people, and bringing in a trios title. Bringing in a trios title would work due to the fact that now we have a lot of factions, but bringing in more people will bring more people to expose them to for a bigger brand. Now, if you're by yourself, it's hard to come out. But when you're in a faction, we know you're there. And I will give one person, and I'm not even trying to crap on this person, but Damian Priest has done a great job in part with the Judgment Day. I think he was going to be gone until he finally became part of the Judgment Day. It was a great thing that they done, that they put him in a faction. Now he's one of the biggest heels in Raw. So, I mean, it would work. It would work with that situation. Thank you so much for that question. I think that was a great question. Great question. Thank you so much for that, L'Oreal. Dragon Hunter XD. Can you see another title being made in the WWE, and what would it be? I already said that. It would be a trios title. Give them a trios title. We have a ton of factions now. I would say let the Judgment Day run with that title for a while. You have 3 people there. It would be a fun thing to do with a trios title there. I would love it. Because they're not doing anything with the tag titles. They're not doing absolutely nothing with the tag titles. So put a trios in there. It would work just fine. Mitch does it. Who do you think will return to WWE? Will it be Big E or will it be Randy Orton? The way it's looking, Randy Orton is not coming back at all due to the fact that his back is just not giving him the support that it was supposed to be. So I think that Randy Orton is about to announce his retirement altogether. Big E, he is still waiting on doctors to 100% approve him. I think that the WWE medical staff, don't quote me on this, but I think they have approved him to come back. But he has independent people, tons of doctors that are waiting and still trying to figure out what they're trying to do with Big E. So if I had to choose between those two, it would be Big E. I think that Randy Orton may just go ahead and retire. He may be the what they call it, the number 1 in the Hall of Fame or whatnot. That's probably what's going to happen. I hate to sound like that, but Randy Orton may be retiring. It may be he may be lacing his boots up no more. Thank you so much for that, Mitch. Dragon Hunter XD, what is your favorite thing about Louisiana? What is my favorite thing about Louisiana? I love that we get consistent. Now I'm not gonna say consistent weather, but we get like all 4 seasons. Like we get a autumn, we get a summer, we get a winter, and we get a springtime. We really do. The weather here isn't the best, but but I will say this: I love rain. And if I had to go to a place that did not rain as much, I would probably be upset. Like California will be out of the question for me to go because it never rains there. You ever heard that song? It never rains in Southern California. Yeah, it never rains there. So, my thing, I would love to go somewhere that is, rains at least once a week. And Louisiana, we do get that rain. It's beautiful out here. I love the culture out here. It is very fun. I love the food. I think we have the best food out in the world. Creole food is the best food of all time. If you never had Creole food, go get you some Creole food, okay? But yeah, that's probably what I would love. The food, the weather, and of course the rain. I love the rain. or whatnot. Thank you for that question. Thank you, Dragon Hunter XT. Mitch has another question. Will Edge get one more championship run before retiring this year? I'd like to see him get the new world championship and have a run similar to Ric Flair in 2008, where if Ric Flair lost a match, he would be forced to retire. You could do this. You could do the same thing for Edge with the world title on the line, giving every championship match Edge his stakes and surprise. What do you think of this idea? I think that's one of the greatest ideas in the history of life. But do I see Edge winning the title? My thing is no, because remember now, whoever wins out of AJ Styles and Seth freaking Rollins will be on the Raw side. He's on the SmackDown side, so he cannot challenge for that title, unfortunately. If he would have won the Tournament of Champions and became champion, I would have loved to see that. That is a great stakes with that. With him, when he loses, he has to retire. That would be a great concept to that situation. But do I see him being a world champion again? No, I don't. But do I see him facing Roman Reigns eventually, one-on-one? Yes. I do see that, but I don't see him winning that title. I just don't. I hate that we don't see Edge as a world champion again, but I think that his accolades, I think everything he has done, I think he has the title at least 14 times. I think that will speak for itself. Once again, Edge is one of my best champions as well. He's in my top 10 of greatest wrestlers of all time. Probably I would put him as number 6 on my greatest wrestlers of all time. He's really, really good. And I don't think that him becoming a champion again is going to, destroy his legacy. I just don't think that's going to happen. But that's a great, that's really, really great. I do like that. Even I would even thought of that type of situation. But that's a great thing. I do like that. Thank you so much for that question, Mitch. L'Oreal says, what is your favorite type of horror movie? I'm sorry, let me reread that. What is your favorite type of horror movie or the best horror movie you've ever seen? Okay, so 2 questions. My favorite type of horror movie is more like a suspense detective type of thing. Like I don't believe something until I actually see it. And that type of thing. That's my type of movie. Number 2 would probably be zombie movies, because one of my favorite zombie movies of all time is Return of the Living Dead Part 2, which is the corniest movie of all time. Joanna Man's in there. He's the only person I know that's in that movie. But those type of movies I like. Tales from the Hood is a really good movie. Scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Made me believe in God because of the ending of that movie. If you've not seen that movie, it is the scariest movie I've seen. But my number 1 movie I love to death. Number one movie is The Ring. I love The Ring. The very first one, the Americanized one. Not the one in Japan, which was really good too. But The Ring is my favorite type of movie of all time. It was me, a friend of mine, his name was, goodness gracious, what was his name? Oh my goodness, I am going crazy. But I had a little group in high school. We went and saw this movie. We rented the movie and saw it at home. It was at my house. It was the craziest movie of all time. Craziest movie of all time. Love it to death. I still, that one, and number 2, probably Paranormal Activity. I love Paranormal Activity as well. Great movies. Goodness gracious, great movies. Blair Witch Project probably is up there as well in my top 5, top 10. Those are great movies too. I love the lost footage movies as well, but I'm a huge horror buff. Big horror buff. Drag Me to Hell was a good movie. A lot of people didn't like that movie. Drag Me to Hell was a pretty good movie as well. But those are movies I can just think of as of right now. Great question. Thank you so much for that question. L'Oreal has another question. Who can you see in the WWE? Who can you, let me reread that, I'm sorry. Who can you see as the next WWE star to break out into the movie scene? WWE. Think. WWE. Huh. Who can I see in WWE that can be a movie star? And I'm not talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Let me see. Oh my goodness, this is a great question. Let me think. Let me go back to somebody a little older. Rhea Ripley. I would love to see Rhea Ripley in movies. Her being a great action star. I would love to see Rhea Ripley do something like that. I would like to see who else? Montez Ford. Montez Ford, he looks awesome. He's phenomenal. I would love to see Montez Ford in movies as well. I know he has a reality show coming up pretty soon with his wife Bianca Belair, but I would like to see him do some chops. The dude can sing. Have you heard him sing? Man, he's good. He's really, really good. So put him in a musical. Or not. But yeah, Rhea Ripley and Montez Ford. I would love those two to be in some type of movies or whatnot. Great question. Thank you so much. Oh, you almost stumped me with that one. Black Starboy 16. Do you think Jay White made a bad decision with signing with AEW instead of the WWE? Number one, no, because they had a hiring freeze on, so he was not gonna go to WWE now. There are news that the apparently the hiring freeze is over with, so he would have been out of a job for a while, not making any money due to the fact that he can't go back to he can't go back to the New Japan because of the kayfabe loss to Eddie Kingston. So I think he did a great job going to the AEW. The thing is, I don't like the Bullet Club Gold gimmick. I don't like that. It's only two people in Bullet Club Gold. They need to start, putting more people into Bullet Club Gold. I would love to see Ricky Starks join the Bullet Club Gold after all of the trials and tribulations he's been going through. They say, hey, you've passed the test. You can be part of Bullet Club. He says no. He reluctantly says no over and over again until he eventually becomes a member of Bullet Club Gold. I would like that, but no, I would not think that. I think that he did a great job going with AEW. I guarantee the money is better with AEW. I would have liked to see him in WWE, but we did not get that. And it's okay. It's okay. Now we can get some really great storylines out of Jay White anyway with this situation. Him and Juice Robinson, they're doing really good work. I just don't like the Bullet Club Gold situation. But great question. Thank you so much for that question, Black Starboy 16. And we get one more question. One more question from a Black Starboy 16. You say that you are a comic book collector. Name some of your favorite comic books of all time. Yes, I am a huge comic book junkie. I love comic books to death. I really do. I'm a huge comic book person. I'd rather do comic books than do the movies. I'd rather do comic books than the cartoons, even though the cartoons I think are better than the movies. So I would give this out to you. Some of my favorite comic books are they are series. There are a whole bunch of series. So the Static Shock that just came out. Well, it's like a year now older. The Static Shock. They redid that one. That was really good. I really enjoy Spun from Black Horse or Dark Horse. Is it Dark Horse? Yeah, or is it Image? It's one of them. I think it's Image. I do love those. I love the Todd McFarlane version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where it's like the last Ronin. I liked it, that one. That's really, really good. The comic books of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, when Tommy goes completely evil. RIP to Tommy as well. But that was really good. On the DC side, I really love the anything that consists of the Green Lantern. I'm a huge fan of Green Lantern. My favorite DC character is Jon Stewart, but unfortunately, Jon Stewart doesn't have really good comic books. So the Blackest Night series was really, really good. One of my favorite comic books of all time. Battle for the Cow was really, really good. It's a three-parter series where all of the Bat family is trying to take up the mantle of the become the new Batman. Um, I love the Dick Grayson or Agent Grayson storyline, which was really, really good, where he stops becoming, where he stops being a superhero and works for the CIA. That was really, really good. Let me think. Oh, the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, where I'm guessing they are in an alternate universe where I'm guessing that uh, uh, Thanos is kind of a good guy, but not a good guy, and trying to get the Infinity Gauntlet. That was a really good one. The Secret Invasion, the new Secret Invasion, where Doctor Doom changes the entire world, and he becomes God of that entire world. Those are really good. But yeah, my favorite. I can go on for hours, but my very favorite comic book series is probably Battle for the Cow. That's my favorite one as of right now. It's an older one. Go check it out. I think it was really good. Blackest Night is probably my second favorite one. That is the one with the Black Lanterns, and Brightest Day. Those three will be the best ones if you want to go and check those out. They're really, really fun. Really great reads as well. Thank y'all so much for these great questions. Don't forget, Sunday, you will get a brand new feed on the community tab. Go check those out. They are really fun. Try to stump your boy. Also, Sunday, you got two direct ones that I'm going to be doing. Saturday, of course, will be Night of Champions. I will have that done right after the show. And of course, Double or Nothing. I will have that done after the show. After that show, I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch the Battleground, and that will be a part of the tag in. Okay. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. The best is truly yet to come. The best is always truly yet to come. Until next time, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.